Hello, I'm continuing with the second part of my presentation. What can you do? Some other things that you can do when writing emails. First observation is that you can consider using artificial intelligence. There are options to think about using. For example, OpenAI, Ahrefs. There are artificial intelligence tools that help you write using AI. But the text may sound not so professional, perhaps too fake. And there are tools to help you transfer the text into AI text that sound more natural. I like to use this EOM, end of message, in subject line. So I write, hello, this is the report, EOM, something like this. Just in the subject line, nothing in the body of the email. It means end of message, not too many use it, people use it, but I like to use it. In my opinion, you should avoid attachments or images that are too big. Even if Gmail, for example, allows 20 megabytes or something like that, avoid sending them via email. If you have a 15 megabytes email, consider sending it with WeTransfer or another platform. You can give nice names to files. So for example, don't use untitled JPEG, but name photo with red dress. Don't name it file XLS or important document docx. Give it a proper name. And if you have a link, you can either include it as a link on the bottom, or you can hyperlink it. See the document attached, click here, and you can create a link. This one is not that important. About password complexity, your password should look like the one on my screen, and for this I think you will need a password manager for this purpose. Consider using two-factor authentication. This will allow, whenever you open the email, to receive a notification. For example, on Gmail, it asks you something on the phone. There are multiple ways you can do this, but the best way is to use your phone, but not SMS, but an app. There are solutions like this, or a physical key like YubiKey, but that's even more advanced. Okay. You can give access to your Gmail account to other people. So if you want others to have access to your email, you can give access. And you can use a single Gmail to log in multiple accounts. You can do this. If you use a newsletter, you could consider forwarding to a dedicated email address just for a newsletter. And you should delete them for the whole account if you want to have more space. Consider forwarding as a backup. So, for example, if you use Gmail, there are other platforms that have email platform. Apple Mail, whatever. There are others than Gmail. And you can forward your emails from Gmail to have them also in your Apple email, or self-hosted email, or Yahoo Mail, or whatever. If you send lots of emails to a group of people, consider using blind carbon copy, not carbon copy. So in BCC, they don't see each other, but in CC, they see all the other recipients. And if you use BCC, you should consider writing at the top of the email, look, I'm BCCing you, so the people know about this. When to use blind carbon copy? Let's say person X says, hello X, I present you Y. But when person A creates an introduction to X and Y, and says X, I present you Y. But when either X or Y replies, they should remove person A from the conversation and move it to BCC. So they will receive that email, but when the other person replies, person A will be out of the conversation. I would advise you to use signatures. For example, you could include other data than the email, like phone, website, whatever, social network perhaps, blog, perhaps something about your location, not the exact address, but perhaps town and country. You could consider adding a photo, but this is debatable. And don't make it too long or too aggressive. Try to focus on this. Negative affirmations sound very negative in written form. So if you have something negative to say, just be aware that if you do it in writing, it will sound even more negative. Avoid replying quickly. For this reason, don't quickly say, okay, I know what to do, I'll do it very fast. Try not to be very quick in answering to a negative email. What's undo send? With undo send in Gmail, you have from 5 to 30 seconds, you can set this in the settings, to click as you see in that image, undo. You can do undo sending an image, but what this feature does is, of course, it postpones sending it. So it will not send the email for 30 seconds, in which time you have the option to click undo send. Filters. You can filter your emails based on various criteria. I emphasize this a lot. I put a lot of emphasis on this feature. I would suggest you use it. You can schedule email in Gmail. Schedule send. There's an option, and it asks you want to send it. You can snooze emails. When an email comes, you can snooze it for a while. Okay, you might know about this trick. Okay, you can have the dot wherever you want. You can put the plus sign, and all of these. This is actually the same email address written in different forms. But what people generally do with this, okay, I will just put a plus and say whatever. This is what a lot of people would do. My suggestion is this. If you want to, let's say in this example, I want to create a newsletter in English, French. I want to create a newsletter email to receive the newsletters in English, French, Spanish, Italian, and on various topics. Instead of using plus sign, I create an email like this with all the keywords, and I put a dot to the label I want to edit. So for example, if I wanted to add it to English, I put .en. If I want to filter SEO, I put .seo. I need to create a filter for all the possible combinations, so I cannot create .en and everything that has .en will go to a filter. I need to create for English and SEO a filter, for English and AI a filter, for English and PR another filter, and so on. Also, there's another alias you might not be aware of. Gmail.com, googlemail.com is the same address. My tip to you is to reply to the emails you receive, but avoid reply to all. And I would suggest against forwarding the email if you don't know for sure that this would be approved. So sometimes people will forward your emails, but perhaps they should ask for permission before. For English language, if you want to do check spelling, I suggest using a tool like Grammarly. And for any other language, so even English, but Grammarly I think is better just for English. And this is language tool. And if you need help with the AI, there is an AI which helps you find other AI tools. So if you go to what AI can do today, I want to interpret my dreams, and they will give you a list of dream interpreters using AI. Thank you.